Hey everybody, you're about to see me crash my Rebel. Don't worry, I'm fine. Here's what happened.
Chama aí o 112. Eu vou ligar, peraí. Devagar, devagar. Não se mexe, não se mexe. Foi o carro, não foi?
Não sei.
Está bem?
Acho que foi a areia.
Foi na areia? Deixa estar.
Ligar aí nesta página.
Não se mexe.
É a minha moto que está a buzinar.
Olha, a minha filha está a chamar de 112. É melhor o senhor ver o que é que se passa, não?
Sente-se bem?
Está-me a doer o peito da queda.
Espera aí um bocadinho.
Eu já caí mais de uma vez, isto é que não tenho nada a partir.
Mas é melhor ir aí.
Yeah, so not pretty. Thankfully it wasn't too serious. I just wanted to update you because I did post about it on the day on Instagram, and a few of you actually wished me luck, and thank you. I'm fine. My ribs are still a little bit sore. Other than that, I'm fine. The problem was gravel. I shouldn't be in that place. For some of you it may look like the car I was overtaking moves to the left or something like that, but it's not true. It was completely my fault. And the gravel is probably been there for a long time because it has the same color as the ground itself. I couldn't tell it was there, and it caught me completely off guard. I've avoided a million of these things and I just didn't avoid this one.
Chama aí o 112.
Eu vou ligar, peraí.
Devagar, devagar. Não se mexe, não se mexe.
Peraí.
Now, to the bike itself. There she is. Doesn't look too bad, does she? Well, this is her good side. She landed on the other side, and there's a few things still to be taken care of. One mirror is missing, and there we go. This is the nastiest bit. Now, I'm quite thankful that, as this was my own mistake, nobody threw me to the ground, hence nobody else is responsible, and I have to pay for all my damages. I'm really thankful that it's not too serious, and I'm thankful that just a few days later I have the bike back and ready to run. The problem on the fuel tank is just cosmetic. It's quite dented and the paint is scraping off right here, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's gonna get repaired soon. In the meantime, it's perfectly safe to ride. I'm missing one of the mirror brackets. This is the original mirror bracket, and the ones that I have here, like this one that made it, these allow me to invert the mirrors. The mirror is fine, a little bit scraped, but it's fine. I'm just waiting for a new one of these brackets to come through the mail. And otherwise, yeah, brand new handlebars. The other ones were quite bent. You can't quite tell, maybe you can, I don't know. They are a little bit bigger, as in taller, and they just about stretch the cables. These are still all the original cables, but I just took the opportunity. I had to spend money on new handlebars, and I bought some that were just a little bit bigger. And it honestly, it's quite tight. I mean, if I turn it to the left, you can see this is all carefully measured, but well, actually it wasn't, it was just pure luck. But you can see that the clutch cable still has some give. Throttle cables are fine, especially this brake hose. It still has just enough give not to be tight. And actually, I really like these handlebars. Yeah. Because now the hands are closer to me, but also it's more curved, and since my shoulders are not too wide, my hands don't go like this. I don't know if I'm explaining correctly, but my hands go slightly outwards, and now this handlebar meets that. Plus it's closer to me. I have short arms, and this helps a ton. The bike feels bigger now, which is not necessarily a plus. It's just it feels more stable and much easier to ride. And in fact, my whole position, because my back is more upright now, my riding position on this bike is much more comfortable. So yeah, sometimes good things come out of bad things. And also I'm still waiting for the backrest, the passenger backrest to come back, because the upholster was ripped just slightly, but enough that it needs to be repaired. There's all sorts of little scrapes everywhere else. Look, this is not a diva, and I've never been the kind of biker that needs his bike to be 100% like new or whatever. And some of these things are quite expensive. For example, can you see that this is scratched here? Well, if you need one of these from Honda, just the front clear part plus the LED inside, that will cost you about 90 euro. That's a lot for an LED, so that's staying. This here has all been mended. It was all sheared off. All the metal here was all raw. This has been painted over. It's not a perfect job, but it looks fine. No worries there. And then there's scrapes all over. Oh yeah, the foot pegs. These are the same Pug foot pegs that I used to have, but now they're black. The other one was completely smooshed. It's actually amazing just how it disappeared. And I got the same ones but in black, and I gotta say, I like them in silver, but this is the better option. Once again, good things. This here is still scraped. I'll probably just try to buff this off. And there's a little scrape right around here, which it can be painted over, nothing too serious. So yeah, all in all, I was lucky, and I'm very lucky that I have my bike back just a few days after, and that I'm fine. So yeah, now the Rebel has a few scrapes and bruises, but she's still fine. And look at this. She's still pretty, right? She's still a beautiful girl. Anyway, as soon as I bought it, I knew that this bike was going to be dropped somewhere, somehow. It's their fate. And I just wished I wouldn't be too hurt, which actually is just what happened. There's a very good quote that I like. It says, "Love people, use things." And that's exactly how I approach this. Not crying over the fact that I've damaged my pretty little bike. I'm just thankful that nothing was too serious.
Vai.